Santino, think this over. Deray's here.
He opens his mouth and says one word, it's the coolest shit you ever fucking heard about.
Yo, Santino London. Deray isn't here just yet, but this is the Trend Talks podcast. He'll be here in 2 secs. Who I am here with, though, is a very, very important, very special guest. Goes by the name of Wilson Oreyema. Welcome to the show. Hey, how you doing, bro? You right?
Thank you very much for having me. I'm very good.
Thank you for being here. Yo, Wilson, I need you to introduce yourself because you are a power player in the game. Talk to me.
I'm on my way, but
You're there.
for those that don't know me, my name is Wilson Oreyema. I do a few different things. Most people will know me for fashion modeling at this point.
Talk to me. What have you done? Talk to me, bro.
What have I done? Most recently, did the Calvin Klein campaign. Done other brands such as Topman, Camper, French Connection, and a few other brands here and there.
Can I just interject?
Please go ahead.
When he says he's done brands, right? I'm not talking about, he's done a few shots and it didn't go nowhere. I'm talking about this guy. This guy has been on buses. He's been on billboards. If you've been to Topman in Oxford Circus.
Yeah, I know around the country.
And everywhere around the country, but I'm talking about Oxford Circus because this is the biggest one I saw personally. You were the whole entire wall. And I'm talking about the wall must have been 50 feet maybe or more?
Wow.
You know what I'm talking about, right? You've seen it.
Yeah.
It was amazing, bro.
No,
I really respect you. Like I said, I really respect this guy. Really, really appreciate him coming down today because this is big. This is big. No, I appreciate you, bro. But so thank you for coming on. This is the Trend Talks podcast, as you may know. Trend Talks, hosted by Don't Trend, DNTTRND.com. This is big. Thank you very much. Yeah, we are a big deal. You are right. So today we got a lot to talk about, man. But first of all, I just want to kind of just delve more deeper into your kind of thing.
By all means.
Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah, 100%.
Like Wilson said, he is a model. He's been doing modeling for a while now. Very, very successful at it, in my opinion. But when I think of modeling, right? Because I've done it a few times, but I'm not into it personally.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, bro. Let's be fully honest. In any way, do you feel pretentious? I'm not saying you should, and I'm not saying that's what comes across, but I'm just saying that's how I felt. I felt kind of pretentious.
Sorry, can you define pretentious?
So like
in this situation,
kind of like fake, and kind of like better than everyone else. Kind of.
no.
You don't feel like that?
It's just photos. I don't. When I do modeling, it's not about Wilson's the center of the thing, because I'm also an artist at the same point, and my whole focus is about making good images. So it's not so much that Wilson is the focus of the image. It's just the way I look or what I'm doing on camera adds to a whole collective image that we can all see. So it's not like, for the most part, as I've been modeling, it's not like they've come to me because, Wilson, you're an amazing, we know who you are and we need you. It's more so I just kind of fit in with the aesthetic that people have been hoping to achieve in their image, and I'm one of the different elements, whether there's a back, whether it's the close-up or, so the clothes could be considered one of the elements.
Yeah.
I'm one of the elements.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
background's one of the elements. So at this point, when I do modeling, it's more so I have to do my best to be one part of the image. And
Right.
try to go in
You got to
with
kind of
everything.
complete it, right?
Yeah, so I can't act as if I'm bigger than the clothes.
But you said a good point just before. You said it's about your look, it's about your face, kind of thing, and that to me just feels so. Me personally, I've got nothing against it because, like I said, I've done it a bit, and I think, listen, models are necessary. I mean, to complete the whole entire package.
Exactly, you
But
complete a look.
that's it. But it's like for me to be there based on my looks feels a bit weird to me. To me personally, I don't know. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It just I feel like, oh man, I'm just here for my looks, or I feel a bit weird.
I understand that, definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
And sometimes, like, maybe initially, and even now, it's the case, because if, say, I didn't fit in with what was the preference aesthetic for the people I've worked with,
Right.
then I might not be on the shoot. But I think it's about taking any opportunity that you get, which comes to you. So it's like,
That's good.
you may get, I'm sure we've all had opportunities where we can do a short job, a short part-time job or a full-time job or modeling job or whatever, where it may not be the reason why you got contacted, may not be the reason why you want to be doing it.
Yeah.
So someone may come to you and say, "Oh, hey, I want you to assist me on this shoot because you're efficient at doing your work." So say, for example, sometimes I assist photographers on shoots or stylists as well, and
Big photographers too, right?
yeah, they're quite massive. So they'll do big campaigns, like say, for example, I assist the person who shot me for the French Connection campaign sometimes, along with some other people, and it may just be, I need an extra pair of hands.
Yeah.
It's pretty much in the same way. Of course, it doesn't come into it like, oh, you've got this mind which thinks this, and that. We're always being selected for different things which may not align with the reason we want to be chosen for them.
Right.
Like, you can go and, like, say, for example, in this current era, you can go in for a job at an office, and you may want to be picked because you feel that you've got the mind which can do the job, but they may pick you just because it matches up with the diversity numbers. So we've got one black person, one girl, another so-called white person,
Yeah,
and whatever, just
exactly.
to fit in with whatever. But once you're in there, you have to show them why you're at a point you're necessary to the role,
Right,
not
right,
just to fill an expectation. So whenever I get picked for a modeling job, I have to go in and know I'm gonna have to give the best performance of myself possible.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they can't second guess it, and it's like, hey, if we want to use Wilson again, we know he's good at what he does.
Right.
When it comes to modeling,
Yeah.
when it comes to assisting, when it comes to doing an art project, collaborating with someone, creating the people's websites, doing whatever, whenever it is, I may not always get picked for the reason that I want to be, but
Yeah.
as soon as I go in, I give the best performance possible.
And that's like another thing, which just sprung up into my mind, right? Is like, you know, when people say, for example, anyone can be a photographer or anyone can be a model. Do you agree with the model aspect? Like, anyone could just be a model? Like,
anyone could be a model, but you have to.
do you think it's more than just standing there and looking good?
It's way more than standing there.
Talk to me, man. What are you telling me?
I think you have to. It aligns with what I was saying before about also having an understanding of images and wanting to create good images. So you have to think of yourself as something which is composing one of the composing parts of a wider image. So you have to go in there with the expectation, how will I match up with the clothes? Like, not all of the poses that I do are the same. Some may be very straight and plain, others are more extravagant, and it goes with what the clothes that I'm wearing, or what the color of the images, or what the tone of the shoot is, or the campaign, or whatever content they want to create. So anyone can be a model, but you do have to take it seriously to a point that I need to, how can I say it? I need to go in there and do the best job possible and try to align with everything else which is in. So it's like it's like a collaboration.
Yeah.
Sense. Like, you can't.
It's kind of like completing like the whole aesthetic. Like, it's all like a puzzle kind of piece right now. Exactly. Like, so you're to finish the puzzle, you're one of the pieces, and you're necessary to finish that puzzle. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I've never really looked at it like that, but it is what it is.
And there's no parts which are, of course, there's no part which can go without being in connection to the other parts. It's like having a podcast in a sense. Like, there's you, Santino, there's Deray, there's me, Wilson. But today, we all have to come together and align together. It's not like I can ignore every question you're asking me and then just start rambling on like, oh, today I had this for breakfast and this was nice, or
right.
I really enjoyed that time.
So
I went to
it's all necessary.
It's all
necessary.
You
Yeah.
have to align and work together. As
Yeah.
a whole. Like, the photographer can't work without the stylist or the creative director, or the makeup artist. It all has to be in
all in like conjuncture kind of thing. You know, it's all got to be
together. Exactly.
Yeah.
There needs to be a synthesis, a combination of.
Did you hear that? That's the perfect word to use.
Oh, thank you.
A synthesis. Jeez. All right. So one thing I've really wanted to ask, I've wanted to ask you for a while.
Go ahead, sir.
Because like I said, I did a bit of modeling, but I was never really that guy. I was never really that top model kind of thing.
I'm still not a top model.
Shut up.
Just
Shut up.
Just for the note.
Shut up.
I'm still very early days.
Yeah, if you say so. The biggest thing I did, what was it? Oh, I did that Princess Trust thing where I
Yeah.
was on like billboards
I
and
always
stuff.
used to see you at the bus stops.
Yeah,
like,
that
when
was,
we run around Elephant and Castle.
I am a big deal. But that was like the biggest thing I've done, and that was like so low key. But you, like you said, you've done massive things.
No, but that's crazy because there's been times. Sorry, wait. There's been times where I've been on a bus and I've been speaking to someone, and then I just turn my head and it's like, oh, it's Santino and Deray, and it's like, I know those guys. I know those guys.
Did you hear that, ladies? I'm a big deal.
Why else would I be here?
Exactly. No, but let's be honest for a minute. You've done big campaigns.
I've done big campaigns.
So I would personally say, you might disagree, but I would personally say you're in the modeling world.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I would say it. What's the modeling world like? For people who don't know, for people who might be wanting to get into modeling, what is the modeling world like? And I want you to be blunt. I want you to be truthful. Like, what is it like?
I think there's a few. When we say modeling world, I feel like there's a few different avenues. So at the moment, I'm in the kind of high fashion modeling, where I will model mostly for high fashion brands, like I've said, maybe a Camper, maybe a Topman, maybe a Calvin Klein, and those stuff. And then you've also got maybe models who will do more streetwear brands. So
Yeah.
you may have someone go and do something for. I can't think of a streetwear brand at this time, but
Stussy? Supreme?
yeah, exactly.
Patta?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But even Supreme's interesting because they venture into different spaces where they
They
can
do,
use
man.
high fashion models, pop culture icons, and all different types of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, exactly. So with high fashion, and well, pretty much with most modeling, you have model agencies, and well, I'm not sure how to explain it. What do you want me to explain?
Kind of like what, not even like what the business side is. I mean, like, what's the world like? Like, the people, is there beef there? Like, you know, when I watch movies, for example, this is a bad example, but like Zoolander, the scene just looks mad to me. Like, it looks crazy. Like, in my mind, in my eyes, it's like, I'm just going to be brutally honest, bro. It's like, I see a lot of skinny people suffocating themselves and throwing up every day because they need to be skinny. I see a lot of like drugs. I see a lot of scandals, stuff like that. From what you've seen and been involved in, do you feel like it's any of that at all, or there's none of that aspect?
No, I think there's bits of that aspect.
There is?
Like, Zoolander wouldn't have been able to have made it such
If it wasn't-
if there wasn't some elements
Yeah.
to it. Like,
But I feel like maybe that might have been the past, or do you think it's still around
no,
now?
I think it's something that's been there the whole.
Sorry,
time.
I keep looking out for D to see because he has to get in that door.
No, fair enough.
Keep
but-
looking
no,
out.
I understand. completely.
Sorry.
No, it's cool. But I think this is elements which compose it, and it's not the whole story.
But it's
because
part of it.
It's part of it, but I want to say this first because in the core of the fashion industry
Mm-hmm.
and modeling, you've got so many people who work hard. Like you've got the photographers,
Of course, creative directors,
you've got the
stylists.
stylists,
Yeah,
who-
it goes on.
the makeup artists, the hairstylists who make the image happen. As well as that, you also have the casting directors who also like who know how to look for a face or a person which represents what a brand is looking for. You've also got the brands, you've got the designers, you've got all of these people who are coming together and working hard. At the same time, you've also got different elements surrounding that, whether it's the parties, the
Yeah,
fashion parties,
of course.
which are fun to go to as well. You've got people who use drugs for recreation to enjoy themselves. You've got people who don't. You've also got what was the third point?
So like scandals, beef. Like, you know, like for example, streetwear models or streetwear in general, do they have beef with the high-end models or
no
industry?
I think it's even though there is a kind of separation from it.
A little bit.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of crossover in that. You can have friends who are doing different things. Like, say for example, I was in Paris around the end of September. I was doing
Talk, boy.
I was doing a presentation for a brand called Vejas. So we were there.
Vejas?
Yeah, it's a new brand which came out of Canada. Like Drake
Big up
wears-
Vejas, man.
Drake wears and stuff, and yeah, shout out to Vejas and Sam.
Mm.
And so say for example, I was doing that presentation, and that could be considered high fashion. Then you may have other brands in and around Paris. Well, Yeezy is high fashion, but it's kind of on a streetwear edge as well.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I've got friends who are working at the the Yeezy showroom. So
Right.
this is where you'll have fashion buyers come in and say, oh, we want to stock this from the latest collection in our store.
Yeah.
And then even though he showed in, say, New York or something,
Yeah.
most people do come to Paris because that's where most fashion buyers meet up and have their talks and meet brands.
Why
and
is that?
stuff.
Do you know? Why is it Paris? Is it just turned into like that culture hub now?
Yeah, I feel.
Not even now, but it has been, right?
Yeah, I feel because most fashion houses for quite a long time, a few decades at
Yeah.
least, have been just showing their stuff there, whether it's the Louis Vuittons, whether it's the pretty much the Balenciagas, all of these different brands, they just show their stuff there.
Yeah.
And if you're not at least showing your stuff there, you have to go to a showroom there. Of course, there's showrooms in every city because there's some buyers who may travel from London to Milan Fashion Week, to New York Fashion Week, to Paris Fashion Week, to Japan, to Tokyo Fashion Week, to Seoul Fashion Week, to all of these different fashion weeks. But
I didn't even know there was that many fashion weeks, bro.
No, most countries have fashion weeks. Even
For real?
yeah, Tokyo Fashion Week or Japan.
I know
Fashion Week
Tokyo, yeah.
Finished just, I think it was last week or the week before.
There's not like a German fashion week though.
Yeah, no, there is. There's what was it called? Yeah, I think they called it the Mercedes-Benz Berlin Fashion Week. That one, I'm not sure.
There's not like a Madagascar fashion week though, is there?
I'm not sure.
Don't talk
I'm
to
not
me like
sure.
this.
I'm
You
not
know
sure.
there's not, bro. But that's massive,
But
man.
it's more so about the brands which are coming out of those places and of course, it depends on what kind of support the brands in those places are getting. Because, say, for example, in the UK, or at least for the time being, there was a massive funding which was coming in, and I think still is coming in for fashion brands. So there's a lot of focus, and
But that Brexit messed us up, right? You know about that stuff with Brexit now, like you know, people used to fly over to England just to buy it because I think it was cheaper because of the currency difference, whatever, right? But now the Brexit's messed that up completely, so it's all like basically all the same.
Yeah.
Do you think that's gonna mess up the scene, bro? The fashion scene?
I think it will force it to change. Things will
Negatively or positively? What are you telling me?
I think it depends on who you're speaking to, because of course there's some people who are based in the UK who will have to either move around or find new avenues to sell their products. And I think it definitely just depends on who's on the receiving end of that change. Myself, because I'm not so much a fashion brand or someone who has to do all of their work from the UK, I work in different contexts and in different places, whether that's to go for modeling, to do maybe a random web design for someone, because that's something I also do in my spare time,
Right.
or an art project. I can be anywhere at any time, or I can just work from home. So it's not so much that me being here affects me in that way. But if you're, like I said, if you're in somewhere which affects your
I hope they don't interrupt.
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
If you're fixed somewhere, like your office is here, your team's here, this is where you're recognized as a citizen, but you may have to move in order to chase the fashion, then it may become an issue for you.
Right. Okay, so this is what I mean about getting here late. Now there's about 65,000 people outside. And everyone's looking at me. What do I need? Oh, it's locked. Oh, sorry. Yeah, open it. It's open. It's been open. Bro, it's open. What's good? What's the deal? So why'd you look so scared? D's in the building right now, by the way. Big up to D. Hey, woo, D, woo, D's back. So what's up? What's the problem? Did you lock the door just now? Did you just lock it?
Yeah.
They said you can't lock it.
Okay, it wasn't locked before.
I know it wasn't locked. It wasn't locked before, D. It wasn't locked.
This door wasn't locked.
I just tried to open it. It wouldn't open.
Yeah, it wasn't. I didn't do anything.
You didn't do anything. You just opened it after. Why'd you look so scared? Oh,
You forget.
yeah, I forgot. I was like, why are you acting weird? All right, D's in the building. What's up, D? How you doing?
Sorry for my tardiness.
Happy to have you, sir.
Happy to have you. I was just talking to Wilson about his his fashion life, man. What he's doing.
I'm hoping I came at the right time. Not too late.
I have one last question, actually. Funnily enough,
Yes.
Go ahead, bro.
what's the craziest thing you've seen in the fashion scene, bro? Talk to me and be honest. I don't
Oh,
want to hear.
we got to this point yet? Yes, I came at the right time.
Oh yeah. He's got some stuff to vent, boy. Here we go. No, Wilson, I want to know what the craziest thing you've seen in the fashion scene.
Do you know what I would say? Growing up where I've come from and being in an environment where maybe you have your...
Big up South London, by the way.
Yeah, big up South London,
I know.
honestly. I love it.
Trust
I
me.
love it.
Trust
It's
me.
like growing up in an environment where you don't have... Maybe you have you and your family are earning enough to get a lot, to come along, maybe have a holiday once a year or something, and then all of a sudden be in an industry where people at someone else's whim, you can be flown to Paris or you can be flown.
Which you have been, right? You have been flown to country.
Yeah. Like I've probably been to Paris like I've been to Paris 8 times this year, and I think I've only had I've paid out of it from my own money maybe once or twice.
Wow.
So it's been going to Paris.
Hey, round of applause for Wills, man, for that, man. Come on, give us a round of applause. That's big. Big up, Wills. That's
Thank
massive.
you.
But that's him right there, man.
That's him. That's his life. I
So
respect
this at the end of the day is nothing. You just keep doing it.
Just keep doing it. But
Thank
continue.
you.
So
Thank you.
craziest thing you've seen.
Because there's
No,
much love there, man.
Yeah, so from growing up in a, let's say, poor background, it's like I'm entering an industry where at someone's whim it can be, oh hey, do you want to come to Paris tomorrow? Or let's say Calvin Klein. I found out about, let's say, 2 days before I had to travel. So I woke up, opened my laptop, and then I got a random email saying, oh, Wilson Oreyema for Calvin Klein campaign shot by Tyrone, and then it was like, oh my god.
Were your flight tickets in the email?
It wasn't, but it was just pretty.
It was like
much-
confirmation. Once you reply, you're going to America.
Yeah, so it was like, hey, we're shooting the Calvin Klein campaign, and we want you to come out for it. And then it's like, oh, even though it's a Tuesday, we need you to fly out on Thursday. So 2 days later, and it was just like,
That's
I
massive.
just give them passport information, and that handles everything. And then it's like, you're flying here. This is where you're staying. Take an Uber to this place. Come meet us at the studio afterwards. Do the shoot. Meet all different types of.
And they
people.
sorted all of that out, right? They sorted it financially. I mean, they sorted it all out.
Yeah.
Was you at this point? Was you used to it, or was you ever used to it?
No, I think I'm used to certain. My ceiling gets higher. So when I got contacted for the Calvin Klein thing, that was my first time going to America. So it was just like, I have to go to America in 2 days. I haven't even thought about this before, and it was just like, how that happens just at a whim. It's like, oh, you can go from here, being in London, just at your home in South London, and then like the next day or two, you're giving someone your details, and then they're flying you out to LA.
Right.
They're putting you up in a nice.
It's
hotel.
massive, man.
They're keeping you on set. You're sitting around the team and working, and it's just like when you're done, you can either hang around or you just flew back. I had to fly back because I started a new job at a charity just a few on. So I flew out on a Thursday, and then I flew back on Saturday night, came back Sunday afternoon because I started a new job on the Monday.
This guy is just, you're killing it, bro.
No, thanks, but
You're doing bits.
It's just that's so. It's just so. That's probably the wildest thing. Just understanding that there are worlds past. Maybe just you grow up, you go to school, college, university.
You know what? Something I want to say though.
And
It's amazing, man.
Like certain people, because I'm still shocked that you come back, you give back, and you do your thing.
And you're still the same guy.
Do you know what I'm saying?
He's still the
Like
same
you haven't
guy.
changed morally.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
There's people that feel they can't come back because they're scared of being judged and shit.
Oh no, fair enough. I think,
But he's not that guy, man.
no. Of course, there's fear.
Proud of you for that though.
Thank
Facts.
you. There's fear with everything in that. I can feel scared. What someone's gonna say about this image or that image, but I think.
Look, what's... Sorry to cut you off. What's going on? Why is everyone staring at us? Are we good? We're good, right?
I just think we're stars.
No, are we good? Are we good? Do you want to ask them if they need anything? Like if...
No, I think they're just admiring.
No, honestly, ask them if they need this room.
They would say,
I don't know, because they don't want to interrupt us.
yo, they have a higher authority over this place than us. So if they wanted to say something, they could come and say something.
We're the boss. Look, there's even more people coming in. I'm so confused.
I
Sorry
think,
to
I
cut you
think
off.
they
Wills.
generally so unorganized they forget that we had this place booked.
Yeah, no doubt. But big up, yo, Wilson.
You know they can hear us.
No, they can't. But
Yes.
even if they can, good guys. Thank you for allowing us to be in here. No, listen.
But yeah, no, it's just I can't. Also, I don't think I'm at a position. It's like I'm not at a position where I have the. Oh wait, sorry. Let me answer what you were saying before. To come back, it's like if you want things to happen for you, you can't care what people are gonna say. And I don't think on some level maybe it's like you're working and it's like I have to respect your. We have to respect each other's opinions in order to move forward. But it's like imagine everyone who I don't know may follow you on Instagram all of a sudden said stop uploading photos. We don't need to see it. Or like let's say 95% of people did. It's like how can you let that affect you? Why should you let that affect you?
And you don't let it affect you.
No. Because
And how do you do that? How do you not let it affect you?
Because
Coming from where we've come from like some pretty bad area, like you know that.
Still live there. So.
Yeah, we still live there, and we're like, obviously we're not anyone big now. We're making a name for ourselves, so we're more in the spotlight or whatever. What you've chosen to do, there's like a stigma attached to it, and there's like a perception, obviously.
Yeah.
So how do you like overcome people saying Wilson's this and that, or what is he doing there,
No,
for example?
but the thing is, no one I know has said that yet.
Good.
Because I can.
You surround yourself with good people.
I'm surrounding myself with good people, and it's like as long as you stand on, let's say, there's a term which says is called standing on your square.
Standing on your square.
Which is standing on your foundation, what you've grown up on, and
Yeah.
like your morals and stuff. As long as you are solid about that, it's like I haven't changed in any way because I see no need to change. Or let's say I've been learning a lot, but as long as I approach everyone with respect and
Absolutely,
I
bro.
carry myself in a way, it's like I'm not what I don't consider what I'm doing to be funny in any way. So I don't.
Like you're so confident in what you're doing and yourself that no matter what, you're gonna be happy with your decisions because you know it's coming from the right place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
facts.
I have to. So by virtue of that, let's say I feel that whenever I'm conveying it to someone else, or whenever someone's conveying with confidence what they're doing to someone else, how can you question them?
How can
of
you,
course,
bro?
people can question it, but you're not in this position. This is how I've grown up, and this is where I want to move towards. So it's just whatever. If people are naysayers, you just can't care, and you
Love
just
it.
carry on and do your thing.
I love it, bro. Like I said, yo, Wilson's a good friend of ours, and to have him on the show is an honor. It's a blessing, and to see where you've come from, bro. Come on, I can't say
And
anything
to
else.
see you've got
I'm
a
so
show that I can come on and just talk, and we can have a back and forth. Like
We
this,
are a big
and
deal. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
are a big deal. No, you are for real.
Appreciate it, man. But yeah, that's Wills.
Hashtag
Wilson's
don't
gonna
trend.
be hashtag don't
Hashtag
trend.
don't
You already
trend.
know. You already know. Wilson's gonna be here for the entire show. We're gonna have a nice conversation today.
Yeah.
Dee's walked in just now.
So
How you been, bro? How's your week been?
one quick question. Yeah.
Go through.
Am I loud right
Um,
now?
Loud
No, as in
voice bars? Oh no.
no. Then there's no problems with anything going on outside. We can chill with that.
Oh no, you're absolutely.
That's the only problem I think they would have.
No.
So if we're cool, then
We're
nah,
cool as a fool. Your eyes are pretty
Um,
red though. But
it's calm. I'm feeling mad mellow right now.
how's your week been, broski?
It's been alright, you know. It's been alright.
Good to hear. No stories.
Not really. I got a couple of things I want to get off my chest first, though.
You want to do that now, or do you want to get into our topics? What do you want to do? Do you want to
Nah,
get
I need to vent.
D, vent away, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Do your thing.
So my first point is that like,
Can I just say sorry, real quick?
yeah.
Last episode was good, man.
Oh yeah, last episode, yo, it was good, but I do want to apologize because I feel like I still at that point didn't understand what
Backstabbing was.
what backstabbing meant.
A
I
lot-
now do.
Listen, when I say a lot of people hit me up, including Wills never hit me up, but we had a conversation about it. We don't. Yeah, your take on backstabbing was probably a little bit different from what I was talking about.
Yes.
But
think
I don't blame you, bro.
I think you had an idea of sacrifice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, backstabbing to actually disrespect, or even take something away from them, and just you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
To actually, I don't know if I ever could do it, but there's only one day I'm gonna find out for sure.
That's the thing. That's what I was talking about.
I'm sure one day I'm gonna find out.
See, we'll talk about this. So we're gonna continue off our episode on that, but let's vent first, D.
Firstly, this is to the listeners out there, and only because it was relevant, don't take this to you because it's nothing to do with you.
Okay.
It's just coincidence that it happened.
I'm
for
the
you.
co-host of the show, by the way. So if you disrespect him,
No.
Um,
It's gonna
Ow!
it's gonna seem relevant to you because we have our talks.
Yeah, go
but
on.
it's
Man.
not. It's to other people.
It's all good.
Don't come to me for advice and then not consider it.
Yeah, he's talking about me. I'm out.
It's not you. It's other people out there. Nah, because lately,
I get you, bro.
lately I'm getting vexed. Yeah, that I'm not even asking for people to support what I'm doing or what I'm involved with.
Yeah.
I'm saying, yo, let me know because I respect what your thought is. Let me know what you think about the show. When
So
I
this is
find
you
out that
asking
you haven't
people.
even heard the first one, and you're close to me, I'm a personal guy. You know, I take shit to heart.
Oh, let me tell you something.
That's how I am. No matter what, I'm gonna be honest, and I'm always express that.
Can I just come in real quick?
Yeah.
First of all, nice chain.
Thank you,
Big up Iz. Second of all,
wifey.
bro, I have very, very, very close friends. In fact, I have a sister who didn't listen to the first episode. I'm not mad. Let me tell you why. Because you can't force people to follow the wave. You
No,
can't.
no.
Once they jump on it, they're surfing.
I
But
get
right
that.
now, they're just back on the beach, man.
That was just me
It is what it
venting
is.
from when I first felt it. I moved on.
Facts.
But because you've done that, you already kind of let me down.
Yeah. Kind of a dagger to the back.
Don't be coming to me for advice and then not take it.
Okay, yeah.
If you want to vent your story or share, talk to me.
Mm.
I'm your bro.
Mm.
I'm your...
Confidant. You can
Yeah,
confide.
like, if I'm your friend, you know, talk.
Right.
But I hate it because people come to me often for advice.
Mm-mm.
And I'm like, fam, I've given you an option of what something that sounds similar to what you would do, something I could do, and something I would do.
Right.
I'm giving you options, not just what straight up me would think.
I'm gonna be honest with your options though. They're pretty deep.
But I'm like that.
You're a deep guy, exactly. So if you were to offer me advice, I can imagine going up to you and being like, "Man,
You give me an apple, fam. I'm gonna break it down to the fucking core and seeds of the thing.
cool, that's fine." But I'm like, I can imagine. I'll talk to D and I'll ask him for advice on something like, "Yo, D, this guy, man, you know, he's annoying me." You'd be like, "Yo, you need to stab him." I'm like, "What?" What? Yeah, like there's no other way around it. You just need to stab him. Like, no, I'm good, D.
You're making me sound crazy white.
Nah, it's not because you're white. It's because I think what you've been through in life, you're just straight up. You will not sugarcoat anything, and that's perfect. But some people cannot take it, and some people cannot handle that.
No, I get that.
You
And
know
it
what I mean?
makes
You don't
you
sugarcoat, bro.
It makes you realize that, you know, there's two types of people you can go to for advice.
Yeah. So what else do you need to vent? You got a list.
But I think to add on quickly.
Yeah.
Something that a lot of people are sensitive, but I think it
Oh
comes
man, so sensitive, bro.
so sensitive.
I learned to not care about that though.
Like you guys both know me.
Yeah.
My joke style is very, very different when I'm a
Yeah.
lot more. I can't make the type of jokes I would have made like
Fam, you cut straight into the heart before.
4 years ago. I
Yeah.
can't make these jokes anymore.
You can't, bro.
But I think it's just about how much life experience someone's gone through, because you kind of lose that sensitivity as you kind of grow up and you go through more experiences as well.
That's facts. And I think all three of us, actually, funnily enough, we've been through a lot.
Yeah.
We've been through a lot in our lives. Some people, not saying they haven't, but a lot of people were kind of sheltered or shielded from that. They grew up fine. They went to a nice school. Probably didn't, get in a fight in their lives or something. But some people are very sensitive. I know.
And that's just to say that is fine if you haven't.
No
gone through that
problem,
at
of
all.
course.
It's just different.
Different walks of life.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I don't blame someone for being sensitive.
We're not living the story where we're just trying to come up with something new. We're living the story that we have to. That's just us. Certain people get the opportunity where they don't have to.
Yeah.
They can just try something new. And sometimes it works and they're a fucking genius and we rate them. Because although they didn't have that much of a... basically, we ain't got no pillow to fall back on.
No.
So we just got to do it, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, bro.
And that's the difference between us and them. But at the same time, we just got to keep going.
Exactly.
So is there something else you wanted to vent?
Yes.
Talk to
This
us.
is just a little
Talk to us,
thing.
whatever you want to do.
Like, I'm in my workshop, yeah.
Okay.
And like after 3 people go, basically in our workshops, we gotta like present our stuff and give feedback. Like it's essential, it's needed. Like it's the rules of the workshop. So that's what the workshop is, yeah. After like, let's say you read, Wilson reads, I read. He goes after me. He'll say something like I'm saying, this is personal, piss me off. But he'll be like, oh, well if I must.
Who does that?
Just some guy in my workshop.
And that pisses you off?
Yes! Yes! He'll be like, what does he say? I put it here in fucking
if I
quote
must.
marks. He says something like, well, if we're all sharing, I guess I will as well.
Wait, is this guy in character or something?
No!
Oh, this is just him.
Yeah, he's almost like he's confident enough that he doesn't realize he's being cocky.
Well, if I must.
But what stressed me out the most is, no offense, everyone's at their own knowledge.
Yeah.
I like to consider myself a master at my craft.
Good, you
And
should.
all I'm ever doing is just sharpening the tip.
The dagger, but okay. The tip sounds weird.
I like that.
The dagger, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, I apologize once again. Let's actually put... No, you know what? Sorry, that's a call I'm getting, guys. I'm very embarrassed right now. Apologize.
We good?
It's always my watch. How do I switch off the sound on the watch?
You gotta go to the settings on that.
Yeah, I'll do that later. Sorry,
Just
guys.
put your phone on airplane mode and it should be fine.
See, look, they come. They got the bigger room now, anyway.
Continue, D. So this guy is really pissing you off, yeah?
Yeah.
So
It's
what are you going
like-
to do about it?
There's nothing I can do about it, but maybe if he hears this by some sort of coincidence,
He will.
shout out.
You don't want to say his name?
No,
No.
I don't do that. But
Big up to that guy, huh?
he will know who he is if he listens. But like, it made me feel like, don't try and be cool if you're not cool. Like, it's not something you can force. Don't be someone you're not.
You think he's trying to be cool? I think he's just being himself.
What is this himself trying to be cool?
I don't know. I don't know the guy.
Like, I rarely see it. That's why I think it pisses me off. It's not something I could get used to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Did you get me a snack?
There's shit in that bag there.
What?
I don't know. Just take a look.
You bought chocolate and you know I'm lactose intolerant, bitch.
Well, that was for me then.
Haribo, I don't even eat sweets.
It's
Or
crisp.
crisp. With cheddar cheese. Thanks, bro.
Oh, I
Perfect.
forgot. But you can have the iced tea if you want.
I don't drink juice.
It's tea. It's peach tea.
I don't drink that. He
Wow.
bought me nothing.
Santino.
Nah, it's all good, bro. Actually, you know what? I might have to take you up on that.
I
But
bought
not
him
now,
two
not now.
things. I
Thank
bought
you.
him a crisp and a fucking sweets.
Thank you. I apologize for being so ungrateful. so, alright. So, D,
You ain't even gonna be able to try my blackberry water.
let me have some of that. So, any more stuff to vent, bro?
Nah, just don't try and be cool if you're not. Like, let it
This
go.
really got to you, right?
Let it go. Fam,
Why did it get to you?
shit gets to me, man. And I write it all down. I'm someone, when something comes to my mind fresh and I think it's strong enough that it made me feel a type of way, that's just going down on paper.
Yeah.
Once it's on paper, that shit needs to be read or heard by someone else.
Yo, I got wheat-free, gluten-free, and milk-free cookies.
Thanks for that fucking product placement.
You
snake.
want one? You still want one though, right?
Probably.
Yeah, go on. You not
But
right now?
that's just the munchies talking in.
Wilson, you want one? Come on, bro. Yo, this guy's a vegan. He's
Yo,
on
I
it.
swear it's
Gluten-free,
National
wheat-free.
Vegan Day or something soon.
I don't even know.
Who cares about that?
Yo, you see what they're
Yo,
doing?
take a cookie, bro.
I'm not sure if it's in UK or America where they're doing it, but like big grown men just lying next to each other, slaughtered with blood and chains and shit. On the
What are
floor.
you talking about? Is this like a dream you had?
No, National Vegan Day. Like they're doing some
This is real life.
kind of
Oh, I get it. Because like cows.
yeah.
Yo, the cookies are gonna tip out, bro. They're gonna tip out, bro. Okay, he's not listening.
He don't care about us. He's
That's
too
what I'm saying.
famous
Like
for
they're
us.
gonna tip out, bro. I don't care. I'm a model. Yo,
He's like,
bro, how hard is it to take a cookie?
Instead of you, I'm just looking at the ingredients.
Yo, he's proper
he's disregarding the whole shit.
I have no
trying
idea.
to get the information to make sure that it doesn't affect his
I
next
have no
shoot.
idea how he came to the podcast with a magnifying glass and he's actually inspecting these cookies. This is crazy, bro.
He's now judging the cookie itself.
He finally took the cookie and he's still not eating it.
He's still not eating
I
it.
apologize to the audience for wasting your time.
You did,
Let's get back into it.
Anyway,
get
yeah,
out.
I'm done with my venting. So what are we talking about today?
bro. So like I said, last week's episode was good. People enjoyed it.
Sorry if I'm away from the mic too much.
That's right, mate.
I'm gonna try to get real close.
Put your lips on that mic.
That was
Bitch.
so pause.
Put
Pause.
your lips on that.
Pause. Stop. Rewind.
All right, so
Now go again.
we had great feedback from last week's episode. I appreciate to everyone who listened, everyone who offered their opinions and views. Shout out to Victoria especially. We got a couple questions in actually,
Yes.
and we should just go through and just answer them.
I like this. I want
Yeah?
to get more questions from people.
But it's more to do with last week's episode, so it's
Yeah,
kind of like
still.
this is going to be a continuation. Now I'm going to read it how it got sent to me. All right.
Oh, what do you mean?
Basically, they're questions, right?
Yeah.
But there's some critique, and I'm just going to read it.
Oh, so we're getting kind of like feedback and comments.
Mm.
Yeah, yo, throw that shit out.
Ready? All right.
That's how we grow.
That's how we do. And obviously Wilson's here. Wilson's involved. Trendset. He's a trendsetter.
Just know that if you say you hate it, I can find you.
He's a trendsetter, so he's doing his thing. This is why he's here on the Don't Trend podcast. Trend Talks, you already know. DNTTRND.com.
Hashtag
You already
don't
know.
trend.
Round of applause. Man.
Hashtag Don't Trend. Big up. So let's go. This is coming from a good place. So no one be offended, all right?
No,
Don't even tell us if it's good or bad. Just say it.
Your name's in it. You're gonna know. All right. So it says. So you ended off last week talking about models on Instagram and how you each viewed them and swayed off into how Daniel was a little sexist. So some people thought you was a little sexist.
I admitted that though in that episode.
Oh, so boom. Got me thinking about how men view women in general. This is where we're going. Number 1. Does a woman's job encourage a man to be more attracted to her or not?
I don't know. Are we just talking about appearance as how she looks?
Woman's job encourage a man.
Their job, so
Job. So her
So-
position, her job.
Are we deciding then after finding out what her job is based on the first time we saw her?
It's up to you. I mean, in general, like
Telling you, I'm deep. You
I
break
would-
it down.
I would say
too
no.
deep.
I would say, sorry, so
No,
just
go
repeat
for it.
the question one last time.
Okay.
There's probably bare listeners that just came up with the decision, and you guys probably came up with it like that. I'm
I
like,
kind
what?
of got something in my mind. Does a woman's job encourage a man to be more attracted to her or not?
I'm gonna go with what I first thought, and it's yes.
I think it depends on the position, right? So
I don't think the position at work. I feel like more like what she actually does.
that's what I mean. Sorry. It's because
You can't, because let's say I meet someone, and then at that point in time, look, because this is focused on what jobs people have. Let's say I meet someone, and at that small frame of time, they're out of work because whatever. No, this isn't to answer that question, but it's to give a comparison in terms of where I'm thinking. So let's say they're out of work at this point in time, and they're just lost. They lost whatever they were doing before, and now they're trying to refine where they are. So I don't, because it's such a small time frame that you meet someone, you have to think about, oh, are they doing this? Are they doing that? I would say no. It doesn't really. It'd have to be where your mind is at and what we can conversate on. Because I meet people who have jobs completely different to mine, but we can have the most interesting, amazing conversations ever.
okay, but you're taking it
Take,
more
for
on a
example,
different.
the 3 people around the table right now.
You're taking it to a different level because it's asking if you're more. Would you be more attracted to her or not because of based on what she does? So, for example, can I answer it?
Go ahead.
I think it does. I will be more attracted to a woman if she's a teacher rather than if she was a prostitute.
Why?
Well, I mean,
think like
I would hope you to be more than. than
okay, but
prostitute.
all right, not
I
a
mean,
prostitute. How about
Unless you're doing it because
Okay,
you're trying to survive.
Yeah, that's where
Listen.
my. But even at the same time, people have to do like everyone.
Okay, quick disclaimer: we don't have anything against any job, role, whatever you want to do. That's fine. Quick disclaimer.
Because let's say, someone is like there's so many like you can go on I don't know Vice or whatever magazine and you can find editorials where people talk about their time as whether it's prostitution or doing some other job which isn't viewed as favoritized by most people in society. But sometimes it's like we work in like a demand and supply and demand society.
Of
so
course.
sometimes you just have to get it. you have to get your money.
But it's not. That's not what I mean. Like,
But this kind of goes back to where I was speaking about before, in that because you can't. Why it's a no for me is because I can't place a judgment on someone's, let's say.
it's not even a judgment though. It's just like.
But a perception or judgment.
Yeah.
In that I can't really say, because you do this job, it's more attractive for me. It's because people are in different situations all the time that they're not willing to share.
If I had, let's say this is good. Say I had twins. They were twins, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they look the same. They're kind of like they have the same mindset and they're just as intelligent as each other. Let's just pretend that's the case.
Yeah.
If one of them was a teacher, and this is no disrespect, if one of them was a teacher and one of them was a window cleaner, I would more likely be attracted to the teacher, only because I feel like
I wouldn't, you know.
I feel like I would. I feel like I would.
What,
Only because
what about a teacher makes you want them to? What makes you feel more attracted to them?
nothing to do with how they dress. It's not about that. It's not about the physical appearance.
No,
It's more.
because you've just given a window cleaner as the other example.
Is this
Exactly.
their career or is this just their job at the time? Like they're not planning to do that for
That's
the
a
rest of their
good
life.
question.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a great question because that can change everything. If it was just their job at that moment, it would be the teacher. But then, if the window cleaner had huge, massive aspirations that I really
Yeah, like what if she wanted to run her own window cleaning business?
and the teacher was just a teacher for the sake of it.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
that's amazing.
That's why jobs.
That changes everything.
Meeting someone today and hearing, oh, I do this as a job, it's too much. It's such a small time frame that I can't. My perception of you won't. It's quite. It would be quite. Let's say. Ignorant of me to make such a judgment based on, oh, you do this at this time, well, I'm going to ignore the rest of your life which you've had to come to where you are now and other things which you may be working on in the future. So I can't. That's why my answer is no.
Let's be honest though. Funnily enough, in this society, a lot of people do that, bro. Especially in our age range and generation, they'll be like, "Oh, so what do you do? What do you do? I'm a bin man." Oh, never mind.
But they
Shout out to all the bin men, they get paid.
Exactly.
They do get paid.
Yeah.
But it's the perception. So I'm a bin man. Oh, okay, never mind. I'll go talk to this footballer instead. But then the footballer, okay, he probably gets paid big bucks. But this bin
Ain't
man,
got time for you, man.
or his perception of who you are to come to.
Yeah, he ain't gonna.
His perception would be very different. Like,
But
oh,
this-
what's going on?
But this bin man could have the biggest aspirations ever, and this could change everything. So that was an amazing point that you just said. Do you know what I mean?
Or not as well as.
But that's just from personal
aspiration-
experience.
As well as aspirations,
Mm.
he or she, the bin man or bin person, may have, as well as aspirations, they may have what it takes now to raise a family,
Yeah.
and it's like, it doesn't always just come into like job titles. It's
I had the
That's
trouble of like
Very good.
I couldn't stop. Well, it's not that I couldn't stop. I didn't think to maybe go outside of what I was used to, and I was usually dating chicks in the same industry,
Okay.
which was mostly fashion.
Mhm.
One way or another, almost everyone I've dated in the past was somewhere in dabbling in fashion.
But you was always into music, so I was surprised that you never got a musician.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say I never wanted someone in the same industry as me from the first place.
Okay.
Never. But I didn't realize that it became a habit where it was still coincidentally all in the same thing.
Wilson, let me grab your nuts.
So I thought, you know what?
Pause.
I thought, you know what?
Unsalted
I'm not
mixed
gonna.
nuts and raisins, by the way.
That's perfect. Thank you. Do you mind? You don't mind?
No, I was just saying that for the audience because that was a wild statement.
Big up, Wills. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's it?
No, I forgot what I was saying.
So you're saying like you never wanted someone in the same industry as you, so on and so forth.
Yeah, so I got used to dating someone in that same. So I was like, you know what? Next time, I don't want it to be someone like that. So I decided to go out of my comfort zone.
Mhm.
And I kind of set the standard high. I was like, you know what? If I'm going to take something serious, it has to be with someone that's so different. That being said, I'm glad I found it.
Good. Well, no, you know what?
No, I've met Izzy before. She's a wonderful person.
Wonderful, bro. But you just shut it down completely.
Amazing, actually.
Yeah. Well, it was a good point that you just made, though. Like, you know, the current job you're in doesn't define you, bro.
Mm.
Like, for me to be more attracted to someone based on their career at the moment or their job, that's the key words, career and job.
Mm.
Then boy, if it was just job though, depending on what you do, I might be more attracted to you.
I think
If you are, listen.
I think the fact that you're still in this mind state where you're just seeing it as
I
a
got a
job,
good one.
or you're not seeing it as you're not seeing what your career is yet. I don't think that relationship will last
Okay, but all right, let's just say job because it says
because you're
here-
both not thinking about futures.
Exactly.
Okay, but let's
And
just.
that's sorry, go on.
I was gonna say let's just say job for now. Let's not say career because if I met someone, I'll tell you the truth.
Mm.
If I met a girl, she was a graphic designer / web designer. That's me.
Secretly,
That's
this
me.
is Santino's way of always trying to holler at girls.
No, it's oh my god, you're getting me in so much trouble, bro. You're getting me in so much trouble.
This
It's
is
not,
his
bro.
techniques, you know.
Listen,
I
it is
I
not.
bait him out.
Listen, it is not. My number is 07. No, I'm joking. It is
You
not.
always somehow find a way to be like, listen,
You know
I'm
what?
looking for this type of lady. Yeah.
Nah. I'm not looking for anyone who's 5'5", light skin, curly hair. I'm not looking for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm joking. I'm actually not looking for that. But no, big up. Look, I'm not looking for that. But the point is, if she was a web designer, graphic designer, I'll be like, wow, I am way more attracted to you because of that.
Because I think
I don't care if it was a career or just current job.
I think you might be looking for someone that
I'm not looking for
has
anyone but
the
okay.
understanding that you have.
Yeah, I think everyone's looking for that, no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Come
There's an interesting.
but you
concept.
gotta be open to the fact that you can find it somewhere else.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course,
Yeah, definitely.
Be
But
proud of what you know, and you're gonna meet someone that's proud of what they know.
100%.
There's an interesting concept about I think I got it from this guy, the guy who does the YouTube videos in his Lamborghini or whatever, Ty Lopez.
Okay.
He's got-
Yes.
He's got
I
an
follow that guy.
Interesting
Who's talking about
concept
KSI?
Nah.
Sorry. Who's this Ty Lopez guy?
Yo, you should check him out. He's
What's his name?
Do you think he's legit or he's just good at what he says?
No, I think he's quite legit.
What's his name,
'cause
sorry?
he's Ty Lopez.
Big up Ty Lopez, man.
But
Yeah.
there's this interesting concept which he's taken different ideas and put it together about having an integrated life. So it's like because
He even
his-
shows it on Snapchat.
Yeah, his four main pillars are health, wealth, love, and happiness. And it's like
Love it.
for everything to come together, it has to be kind of in the same place. So it's like your job must be something that keeps you, or you should try to have your job be something that keeps you healthy at the same time. You should also, and as well as that being your job or career, that's what brings you in the money. It's something that makes you happy, and then it's where you also find your love. So it's like your work, the person you love is someone who's working in a similar space as you. It doesn't have to be the exact same job, but it can be relatable.
Yeah.
Right? So if you've got someone who's, I think what was the example he used? Let's say someone who's a brain surgeon, as opposed to someone who is, I don't know, a bricklayer. Like there's nothing wrong with either job. It's just the difference in terms of conversations which will go on day to day.
Yeah.
So when these two people come together, it's not like you can't really get everything there because
Conflict of interest.
yeah, exactly, and what you talk about on a day-to-day basis is so very different. Or I don't know, maybe there's some who do match together, but in most cases it would be very different. So this idea is about having an integrated life where maybe you're interested in fashion and art, and maybe you have to get everything going well together. You have to meet someone who's also working in that space as well. So that's quite interesting. I'm not. In some cases, it's applicable. In some cases, it's not.
Exactly.
So,
It's all like
but
preference.
it's
kind of
just
thing.
an interesting perspective.
That is, yeah, no, that shuts it down, man. That shuts it down for me. That shuts it down. So, all right, let's move on to the next question, man.
Yep.
Um,
Wait. Let me see it. Remember, we're meant to be sharing the role.
all right, cool. So that's the second question. Do you want to read it out?
Also, going off the whole backstabbing thing,
Yeah.
is a guy man enough to admit and accept a girl if she earns more than him?
Who do you want to answer that first? That's an easy question. Of course.
That's easy.
Yeah.
Is a guy man enough to admit and accept a girl if she earns more than him? Absolutely.
Of course. Yeah, definitely.
I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna feel away though. I am confident in myself and I have got self confidence and
At what point does it, or at what point do you think that you'll stop caring about how much you earn?
You know what?
In
No.
terms of how much you're making a year.
I think it's only applicable if she's earning millions and I'm dead broke. Because then I'll be like, I feel like I'm a mooch and I don't want to be a mooch. I don't want to be that guy who's like, yo, babe, sorry, can I get a $5 for a shape up?
You
real
have
quick?
pride.
I have pride.
I don't think you're that type of guy though.
I'm not that type of guy.
Because
Facts.
if you were in that situation, I would see you like, Santino would be like, oh, they're doing this amazing thing. I need to go up and make what I'm doing, whether it's don't trend.
Appreciate that.
TRND.
You already know.com. Boom. Love this guy.
I would say just on that, I feel exactly the same. Like,
what, for you or for me?
for me. Like, I just thought, rah, I got competition.
Yeah.
Like, I got someone that we're both on the grind and we love each other, so we can compete
and build together as well.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're gonna build such a sick foundation where you're seeing it. Like, I mean, how can I put this in a metaphor? We're basically kings and queens from the get-go. We're building our kingdom. Do you know what I'm saying? And our future family is gonna be like a part of that.
Exactly.
Only problem is if, say, the person who you're with, for example, right?
Yeah.
Say this person isn't on the grind, and the reason why they've got a lot of money is because it was passed down to them. So what if, like, you're grinding your ass off and you're still dead broke? This person's just sitting there, millionaire.
You shouldn't have time to think about that. You ain't got time to worry about that.
What, you as the millionaire or what?
No, the other person. The one that's not
Okay.
got millions or got that backup.
Yeah.
Don't think about that. Because then you're just out in the relationship.
What do you think, Wilson? So, like, the money doesn't matter to you? Your partner's money?
No, not really.
Yeah.
I think as I've become more, let's say, successful in the fields that I'm in, it's come as I've stopped caring about money. And unless it's in certain situations like, we're gonna go here for Christmas or whatever, do you want to come? It's like, that's maybe when I care for money, but that's more so motivating, like Dee said, and that it's gonna motivate me to push to a level where it's like,
Absolutely.
I can do that. It's sometimes just, of course, everyone's got their own thing where it's like, I may work like some people may have to work harder than others to make a lot of money. Like, we're all in a situation where we have to work pretty much every day to make what we want manifest. But then at the same time, there's someone who may be born into billions or millions or even tens of thousands is quite some amount. But it can't, like Dee said, I don't think you can focus on it, and you just have to.
It's more of a motivational tool.
Yeah.
Listen, like, my name might not be on everything in the future, and some of it might be my girls, but damn sure I'm gonna make sure I give her not just what she wants, but what I want to give her as well.
Yeah, facts, man. So everything, that's the main thing. Like, if she's a millionaire, whatever the case may be, right? As long as you can provide, not just financially, but like that's where it's messed up. It's not always about the finances.
Not
Obviously,
at
that
all.
plays a big part, but it's not about providing that. It's more providing like the right energy and the right. You know what I mean?
Take for example important things that are gonna matter in the long run. Yeah, where like birthdays or special occasions, even weddings. To know that you gave that to her, that's what she'll appreciate more.
Yeah.
And even time spent together, fruitful time spent together, it can be just like a fruitful conversation like this, which is like, oh, that's really valuable to me, or that we went and did this, and it's like it's not. I feel like
This place is popular today.
I know.
when you get into these serious situations, money isn't, or it's like money. Of course, it does matter on some level, but what terms of what makes you happy is more so about the time spent together and what you do.
Sweet boy. F that. I'm tearing that pussy up. No, I'm saying. Alright, everyone's looking at me stone cold like, F you guys, man. Alright, no, that's facts, man. Yeah, he's dying. He wants to laugh, man, but he's just trying to make me look bad. Yo, but on a roll. Yeah, the money doesn't play the biggest part, especially if your partner's earning more.
It just depends on how deep you're looking for a relationship or not with that person, man.
Yeah.
If you're just looking to fuck, I don't think you're gonna care.
Oh yeah, no, that's a good segue into the next question.
Hey, shout out to everyone who's asking these questions. They're pretty sick.
Big up.
They are really interesting questions.
Also, in our generation,
You sounded mad monotone and on point there. No homo.
me.
No him.
Oh man.
I appreciate it.
Yo, also in our generation, does a guy even bother?
That's that like storytelling voice, yo.
Does a guy does a guy even bother with getting to know what job a girl has before he smashes?
Depends how how soon he smashed.
No, that's not the question. Does a guy even bother with getting to know what a job a girl has before he smashes?
Depends when they smash.
I think it depends.
Like, what if they literally smash the day after?
Yeah, it does. No, it definitely does. But then at the same time.
No, but I mean, like, no, it's like, would you care as a person before you smash? Would you want to know what she does?
What if she wants to smash you before?
Huh?
What if she wants to smash you before you find out anything else?
You have to say hello. How are you?
Yeah,
My
but you're
name's
not
this.
gonna.
What would you do?
Does that ever come out straight away?
That's what I'm asking you. Does it?
Does it for you?
So.
How far before you get into a conversation with someone that when you meet them?
No. How far before you have sex?
Do you know what? I've got
Not just sex, but like,
I've got this thing because
No, it says smashes.
I don't know because of the amount of time I spend on like working and stuff. Not like modeling. I probably do that like a few days a month. But like say the art projects, maybe assisting other people and collaborations. I don't when I have time like to enjoy with friends or others. It's like I can't waste time for lack of a better way of saying it. So if I meet someone and it's like, you're interesting, I wouldn't risk going into like sexual intimacy with that person straight away because that could get very messy. So it's kind of, even though I've said that I don't have much time to focus on, like, apart from working, it's like I still have to take some time to get to know this person before I can even say, okay, sex is on the table.
Yeah.
It's like I have to understand who they are as a person.
Yeah.
What they're interested in, how well we get along. If something did happen, how would this how would it go? And it's like I use like say a few months to kind of determine this before it's like I go with this person. Like how relatable are our life.
So you value the physical intimacy?
I do. Yeah, I value it highly. So it's like you can't just throw it away straight away because, well, it's not even throwing it away, but I like of course hugs and whatnot. But it's like in terms of full like sex, it's very difficult to come back from that once you've gone past that point.
Well, let's talk about if you know you were to hit it and quit it, and flip it.
That's if you.
I'm not.
But let's say
not,
no.
I'm not. Well, I'm not someone who pursues that side.
Okay, so let me talk on my behalf. I'm not that type of guy either, really. What?
Huh?
I'm not that type of guy, honestly. Why is everyone looking weird? What's up? What's going on?
Talk, innit?
I'm not that type of guy.
Talk.
All right.
Say your
I'm
thing.
gonna say how I am. I'm not that type of guy to care. Sorry.
My throat was parched, didn't it?
Can I talk, guys? You're not. Yo, you're just eating your.
I apologize.
Yeah. Okay. Look, I'm not. Me personally, I'm not the type of guy to just go out and smash whatever, whenever. I'm not that guy ever. Right? If I wanted to be with a girl intimately like that, would I want to know what she does before I did? Yes, it will probably come up. It's not like I want to know, but me having a conversation with someone, usually that includes, hi, my name's Santino London. I'm this and that. What do you do?
Yeah.
And I like to know that. Like, it's not a requirement before I do anything to do that. But D just put his hat on the flipping board, like it messed up the levels. Sorry. I'm not that guy, like I said, to do that. I don't need it as a requirement, but I usually talk about it anyway, whether or not I'm gonna smash. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So me,
But he is planning to smash.
I am not flip state. It's not a requirement, but it's usually in the conversation. What about you, D?
I don't worry about that no more. I move or go.
Okay, you know this guy, right? Big up is, but it's like everyone's got a past. You can talk about your past. It's not illegal, right?
Yeah, but
So
I don't even remember it.
I'm sure you don't. What a coincidence when he's got a girlfriend who doesn't remember his past. That's what girls do to you, know.
She's that good, fam.
Did you want to know what she did before you got with
Nah,
her?
man. That's
You don't care what she did.
worrying about that shit is immature.
It's not about worrying. No one said you have to worry about it. But
Considering it is immature.
So you didn't care what she did before you got with her?
Nah, man. I wanted a future with her. Why am I worried about the past?
I respect
That's not
that.
That's not the past. That's the present. What she does, you douche.
Oh, you meant what she does now?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
talking about what she did in the past. I'm talking about what she does as a career now. Did you
It
care?
helped me make the decision. I want a future with this person, yo.
Okay.
That being said, no, we don't expose our shit out. But yo, shout out to wifey.
Alright, wanna read the next question, or do you want me to do it?
Yeah, let me do it.
There you go, my friend. That's the one highlighted.
See, teamwork, innit?
Teamwork makes the dream work. Hey, hey, guys.
Say that.
Yeah. Hey, wait. Before I go on, attitude determines altitude, guys.
Hey, yo.
Chee!
When you got
Shout out Stockholm Park, all the
when you
people
got that high
already
attitude,
know.
you got that high altitude.
You're on a plane right now, my friend.
Anyway, this is it. Thoughts on this whole independent woman, I don't need a man thing that some feminist women stand for.
So, our thoughts on independent women, I don't need a man thing.
My girl don't need me. She wants me.
And that's D-Ray. Welcome to the podcast. Woo! Hey,
And I
no.
want it just as bad. I could do this all day, but I'm shot.
Yo, okay. What is your take, Wills?
On
On independent women, don't need a man type woman.
I think that's a good place to have come from. I don't think for me, if you need someone to when you're going into a relationship, I don't think you're ready for that relationship.
100% facts right there.
It's pretty much like when you're going into a relationship, it should be two people who are. It's like entering a business deal almost, in that two people who bring enough value to stand on their own have chosen to come together and, let's say, to come together and grow together, but at the same point they can also stand firm on their own. So
Absolutely.
if you want to do your, I don't even need to say independent. It's just doing you.
Can I be honest? Can I be honest, guys?
Go ahead.
When you guys actually concentrate for once.
Sorry.
These all over the place. He's jumping like a bunny rabbit.
I'm not jumping. I'm sliding.
Yeah, you're gliding. You're floating.
I'm surfing.
He's not paying attention. But my thought, yeah, when I
I'm
was
here, man.
when I was younger, barely. When I was younger,
Bit.
I
Little bitch.
don't think I wanted an independent woman, because I wanted to be like that guy who was like, what are you gonna say?
No, I've noticed something interesting in terms of what people like.
So yeah,
But
That's things that we were shown to us, isn't it?
but when I was younger, I didn't want that. I kind of wanted a girl that I can look after and turn into
Mm,
something,
mm.
mold into something, which on some level I kind of still want. But if she's not independent, that's a major downside, because I'm very, very, very independent.
Yeah.
I don't think I rely on. Well, I don't rely on anyone. I do my own thing at all times.
I've got something to jump off of that. When you're done.
And I've experienced the person who wasn't independent, and who relied on everyone else but herself, right? And that was a major, major downside to the relationship, and that was almost like dragging me down.
Tell them.
Do you know what I mean?
Express
Yeah.
yourself. Fam.
So you can't live like that. I think you 100% need to be independent. Now, this I don't need a man thing. Good, if that's how you feel, that's empowering to you. I
Mm.
love it. And if you want to be like, if you want to stand alone and you want to do your own thing, I can only commend it, and I say go for it. Being independent, I think, in a life where you die by yourself, I know that's harsh to say, but you die by yourself.
Mm.
No one's gonna die holding your hand. Well, no one's gonna die with you, right?
Yeah.
In layman's terms,
it
right?
would be beautiful if that did happen, though.
Right, but life is not a fairy tale. So
Mm.
you gotta be independent anyway. So if you're not independent, then there might be an issue. But independence, I'm all for it, man. I love it.
Mm.
You wanted to say something as well, D? You probably forgot what you wanted to say. I ain't surprised.
No, I was gonna say. Yeah, fuck it, move on.
Did you guys hear about that thing on the news recently? Some woman made her 20 boyfriends.
Oh, the iPhone thing.
Made her 20 Have you heard of it?
Yeah. I
So
saw that
this-
as well.
This woman,
That is a hustle.
this woman had 20 boyfriends.
Respect.
Made all of them buy an iPhone each, and she sold it to get an apartment. How do you feel about that?
They got played. Like
If
little
I'm
bitches.
not that guy. I'm not any of those 20 guys. So I'm like, yo, she's a G for that.
Yeah.
I respect it. Yo, she was on a grind, hustle, and she did it how she can. You get me? I'm all for it.
iPhone 7 though. God damn.
How much do they go for in America? £1,000 each? $1,000?
Maybe at the highest.
I think it's the same.
Because the apartment she
Exchange rate.
bought,
No,
like,
some with the really like.
Like we're
every
talking
single-
at £800 up.
because
yeah,
she must have made.
with all of the features like this however 128.
She probably made from 15 to 20k, right? 'Cause
Probably yeah.
I respect it. I respect it. I'm not against it. I mean, I'm not.
Yeah,
Against
I'm not for or against
She's-
it.
she
It's-
was like-
it's-
I'm not for it. I'm not saying she should have done
no,
that.
no. I'm just saying I have.
Yo,
no
20
thoughts on
boyfriends
it.
though. What's she doing?
She was like,
It
listen,
depends on.
She
thank you guys.
she can't be putting it out.
She was just thanking them like,
She can't be giving all of them some.
yo, they got what they wanted.
I mean, I don't know if they did.
But then I think maybe
I hope they did.
I didn't
Me
read.
too.
I didn't read too much into the story, and I just saw the headline, so I'm not sure what they defined boyfriend as.
Yeah.
This could just be, I don't know, it could be like a sugar daddy relationship, or
Does that involve sex?
not always.
The
It
bit.
could,
Man, I
but
hope
it
so.
doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. Well, that doesn't even matter anyway. But I
That's
don't
the
know.
whole gold digger
It's just.
thing, innit?
It's just in. I don't know. It's interesting.
Hey, how do you guys feel about gold digging women?
It's
Wait, as in them gold digging us?
It's
I just remembered what I wanted to say. Go on, Wilson.
no. Everyone.
You're gonna
Everyone.
forget it in 3
Like
minutes.
everyone has like we engage with other people for our own reasons. It just happens that the reason that person engaged with me is because they were looking for wealth or something that I have of value, which I may not have, but they think I have. Like, so I don't know. In the same way, I may go and look for someone because they're interesting to me, or I like spending time with them. It's pretty much the same in any kind of like relationship. People have reasons why they go after someone, so it's just another reason why someone would go after someone. But in my case, and where I'm at now, well, I don't even have that much money, honestly. So it's like I don't know what someone would be digging for, like copper
Yeah,
or something.
whatever.
Or tin. But,
Copper and tin.
but, yeah, it's not what I'm looking for in a partner. So
No, of
it
course, I don't
wouldn't-
think anyone's looking for that. But I mean, like, from the outside looking in. Like, from the aspect of, like, girls who are gold diggers.
I'm about to break it down, yo.
What, gold diggers? Alright, go on, D. Real quick.
Yeah. All right. So this is how deep it is. Yeah.
Let's hear this. I'm not ready for this. I know for a fact.
We come from an upbringing that I would like mostly to believe it's definitely proven in Wilson, definitely proven in you from what I know of you. We are raised to no matter what, take care of each other.
So
When
it's
we
the
look-
backstabber.
Listen,
So it's the backstabber.
listen, I've pushed myself away from this exact upbringing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I thought, you know what? For me to do what I need to do, I've got to let go of everything in my past,
Which you don't.
which I'm working on.
So
Yeah.
backstabbers, yeah.
We come from an upbringing where community, just as we talked about last night. Yeah.
Yeah.
So someone who, I mean, it's dual if you don't know the person's a gold digger, but speaking on a man's perspective,
Mm-hmm.
to look after another woman, I think it's childish, yo. Like, that's just something that's in us because of the way we was brought up, that we want to look after someone else.
Yeah.
It's okay to look after them, but you shouldn't see it as that's just how it has to be.
No.
I disagree.
Well, there's.
I disagree.
Wait, sorry. Could you,
As in, the man just always has to, like...
that's a definite for you.
No, I'm saying that's what he thinks.
I do think that. I think as a man, being brought up how I was brought up, I think the man, not just financially, but like
Emotionally.
not really emotionally, but more like, okay, let's do financially just for this example. I feel like the man should go out. I don't even think the woman should work. I don't think she shouldn't. I'm not saying there's a ban on it, but I think the man should go out, provide for his family, come back, and he should be the one who gets the money in the bank, puts the food on the table, puts the roof on the house.
Hey, I'm not saying that that's not how it should be.
I think the man should financially provide for everything.
I think different couples have different.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm more
different
old-fashioned. I think.
relationships.
I'm more old-fashioned.
That's one culture's old
Yeah.
fashioned.
Yeah.
You've got matriarchal cultures, say, where the woman, like, for example, I think there's like, it's all over the world. Like, you've got the Muslim tribe in China, certain parts of Africa, certain parts of Malaysia, Native Americans, some in South America, where the woman is the so-called breadwinner, where she will go out, make, like, even in Mexico, there's cultures where the women go out and make the money and look after the men back at home, and they may do stuff like, I don't know, just till and look after the field, but
Right.
they look after the money. They go out and sell commerce. They manage the fields, however they make money, and it's like the men are basically looked after in a sense. So it's definitely it's one way of living. It doesn't work for everyone because it's dependent on where you come up and your culture and stuff, but yeah, it's just not for everyone. That's one perspective.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to provide a different perspective as well.
Yeah, no, I don't think if it's your culture, I think if it's your religion, whatever the case may be, if that's what it is, then I have no problem with it. It's just how I've been raised. To be fair though, I've always seen both my parents out there grinding, working hard, you know, but like, I think it's like maybe the movies I used to watch or something where the guy's like, hey, honey, I'm home. And then he's got like, you know, the bacon and stuff like that, and he has to provide for the whole family. And the woman, I'm not saying the woman has to stay home and watch the kids 24/7, do the dishes, cook.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
course, yeah.
it would be nice for me to get home after a long day of working and she's cooked, but hey, I think the man, no doubt, should be the breadwinner. Me personally.
Alright,
And
so
I don't think that's gold. That's not even gold digging anyway.
at the end of the
I don't know
day,
how we got
at the
it.
end of the day, that's your opinion.
Yeah.
Ain't no right or wrong. I'm saying.
Mhm.
But 2 points that I'll say, and I think maybe Wilson might agree. Yeah. One is why not? Why can't she just do as much as me?
Yeah, no doubt. I'm not saying she can't.
Aight.
I'm saying as men, we should get the money in. I'm not saying she can't do as much as you.
Yeah,
No.
but like, I wouldn't see it as just me getting the money in. I'll be like, yo, what do you want to get? And she'll be like, what do you want to get?
Huh.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Huh.
Like, it's a thing where you can literally do the same thing for each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's definitely a balance. Like, when you brought up the point before about a man looking after a woman, I also wanted to say, I've noticed like a strange like can I say dichotomy or just like contrast where there's sometimes where you may like a girl because you can look after her, but then at the same time I can, or like say I've gone into situations where someone looks really attractive to me because I can, there's an aspect of me which can look after them, but then on the other side there's times where someone can look attractive to me because this woman can look after me in like.
Oh, but what? Like
there's
how look after you? Like financially, or you talking about like do a massage at night? Because that's buff. I love that. What do you mean look after you? Because like I like that.
I mean, kind of like
Baby you?
not baby me, but
To some extent, though. Come on, don't lie.
emotionally, in a sense that I can,
doubt.
I can like be.
You get things that you can't provide for yourself, emotionally or mentally, maybe.
Yeah, like it's let's define it as saying like I can look after this person in my arms. At the same time, there's points where I may feel like I like my strong female friends who I feel like they can look after me in a sense, like I can go and tell them something and they can be like the stronger one emotionally or mentally in the situation, and I can feel like I can rely on them.
Yeah,
There's sometimes
I
where-
agree with that.
So it's like I've noticed there's like a weird balance as well. So it's not always that. It's because at the same time for me it doesn't matter who's doing what, just as long as there's an equal exchange.
I think that's the
in
one
it.
thing that's definitely stuck that I'm still cool with. It is like girls, no matter what, will look to us, and it's starting to grow to the point where now it's starting to get acknowledged. I'm sure there was a point where there was female warriors, but
There
Still
was.
no.
that's what I'm saying. But like more recognition, more to the world where it's becoming more normal now.
Oh yeah, no, that's the
Especially
one,
when, like, for
definitely.
example, we're gonna get superheroes that are female characters.
Female president.
Like-
Shout out Hillary Clinton.
Shout out Wonder Woman. trailer.
Yeah, Wonder
Oh,
Woman's like the next big film that's gonna be like mad empowering women. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like you just gotta respect him, man.
I do. No, what Wilson said though is 100%. Like financially, I think we should do it, but mentally, Emotionally, I think they should do it.
Yeah, because they look to
Because
us
I feel like they're
usually
stronger than us.
for like defense. You know what I'm saying?
Women are. I
no
feel
matter
like,
what, at the end of the day, it's
You-
defense.
I really feel like women mentally and emotionally are stronger than us. You know. I mean, I know they break down and cry a lot.
Don't they say that they're like a few years? If they're the same age as you, they're a few years
mature.
mature.
Right. That doesn't mean you can go date a 16-year-old if you're 27, but
Oh no, never.
no, you know. But it is the case of like I feel like
Wait, what? Who's the 27-year-old? The girl?
not the guy.
No, no.
I know.
Exactly.
Nah, if it's
It's
the
a
other
bit
way
late.
around, like shout out to the little G fam.
Yeah,
Forget
right.
that 27-year-old
Big up.
girl.
I think that's a problem as well because it's very. I don't think most people notice it, or most people may notice it, but they just stay quiet about it. But it's very easy to manipulate someone who's much younger than you.
It is.
Or they just have so much less life experience than you. You
Mhm.
can, like, let's say for example, teenagers in school, their perception of love, it can be, oh, I love you, and that can be all it is to it. But you can hear someone say, I love you to any of us now, and you're going to mean in what way,
Oh, yeah,
what's
of
coming
course,
to
of
mind
course,
as
of
if
well.
you're aware if you have that power over someone and you're not mature enough to stop, that's your problem, yo. You need to let that go.
But like I
Yeah,
was saying
yeah,
before, what Wilson was saying, I agree with. Like financially, I think it's us, but emotionally, mentally, I think they should kind of look after us. Obviously, it's a 50-50 thing, but I feel like they should take that role as you know.
Again, I'll still say equally, yo.
But
Yeah,
of course,
okay.
we've all, because of our,
Not financially,
even though
though.
we've grown up in similar backgrounds, we all
everywhere.
have our unique experiences. So what you said will work exactly for you.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
he said will work exactly for him.
That's right.
And I've got my own preference as well.
That's right. Do you guys want to hear the top 10 sexiest female jobs according to men?
Go for it.
Who wants to guess? First of all right. Whoever guesses number 1 gets a tenner.
I'm not that broke.
Lawyer.
Okay.
Okay, F this. I'm not playing this game anymore. I'm not providing the £10.
Do you say loyal?
Lawyer.
Oh, lawyer.
Like
All right. If you say lawyer, I'm gonna say police officer.
All right. So number 10, hairstylist.
Okay, I disagree.
Number 9, police officer.
Oh, I was close.
No, you weren't.
No, but it still came up.
It's number okay, but it's number 9.
Oh, I thought we
oh.
was going from 1 to 3.
No.
Oh,
this
we're
is
starting
10.
from the
10.
the least.
So you were super wrong.
Shut up.
Police officer. Number 8, accountant. I don't know why. Number 7,
It's hard to get that job though.
Number 7, banker. Number 6, flight attendant. And I understand that one. I get it.
Why do you understand that one?
I mean, that's hot, man. That's kind of hot. I mean, they always look kind of cute, but yeah. All right. Number 5, physical therapist. Looks like a personal trainer. Yeah, I get that one. 4, teacher.
you said that.
Huh?
That's what you said.
Yeah,
You like a teacher.
I do like a teacher.
Following
I mean, I
that
don't
out
like a
there.
teacher. I was just using that as an example before.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whatever.
Man's filling out his portfolio.
Number
description.
3, advertising. Number 2, marketing, which I used to be in. So, I win. And number 1, lawyer.
He was right.
No.
Wilson was right. He gets a £10.
Not from me. I ain't
Yeah,
paying.
pay the man.
I ain't paying up.
Pay the man.
I ain't paying up. What did I say before? I said
You
I
know-
ain't.
No. You're not a man
The
of
thing
your
is,
word.
I read-
You said that.
No.
It's only £10.
No.
Why is it
I
that
read
deep?
this yesterday, so when you said
Wait,
lawyer,
why is it
I
that
said I'm
deep?
not doing this
Wait,
anymore.
can we-
It's
can
only
we-
£10. Why is it that deep?
Fine, I'll give you
Listening
£10.
audience, are you-
Fine, I'll give you
Santino,
£10.
are you someone who goes back on your word?
No,
Yeah.
I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
But just so you know, there's
what's just happened?
There's a £10 fee for using that mic you're using. So I'm sorry, I'll just deduct it.
This is just blocking my way. I'm just speaking to you two. I haven't.
F you, bro.
Thanks.
Just make sure you check out all Wilson's like work. Like,
Oh no!
if you haven't seen it yet,
Wilson, give out your Instagram, please.
Go check it out, man.
Wilson,
Thanks.
give out your Instagram, my friend.
My Instagram is Wilson_Oreyema. So that's WILSON
Just Google it, man.
_ORYEMA.
Yo, you can Google him. He will come up.
Yeah.
He's been featured in like a bunch of stuff. So big up to us.
So I'm guessing we can be looking forward to something soon.
Yeah. I just shot a Christmas campaign for
Hey.
a well-known brand last week.
Can't say the name yet.
I'm not sure.
Let's just not.
It's just not.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
You'll tell me later.
Let's
Right?
play it safe.
Yeah.
Alright.
I told
You tell me already.
on the train.
Yeah, keep moving.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
keep-
We
Before
can
you
talk
start.
about
I think I remember it, but I just don't want to say it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all the questions, man. I appreciate everyone who who
I'm
wanted
just
to ask
gonna
us
say-
questions, and shout out to Victoria, of course.
My girl's job wasn't on there, and I think it's hella sexy.
I always forget the name of it.
Real estate agent.
Real estate agent. Yeah, that's dope.
Yo,
Also, astronaut wasn't there. A female astronaut would be sexy.
boy, that is
Yeah.
a peak fucking situation there.
Why?
Imagine being in a relationship with that. With
What?
her, sorry.
Long
Yeah,
distance.
barely
Very,
enough
very
time.
long distance.
Not just
Yeah.
long distance. You won't be seeing her for time.
Mm.
When she's up there, years are like
You
seconds.
can see
And
your
then
girl.
that
She's
focus
astronaut.
as
You're
well
always
to
up
get
there.
into
What?
and then getting
You're always
into
up there.
and in that training as well, it's like you have to be so focused, dedicated. You can't even speak to someone.
Yeah.
That will probably only work if the person works at, or from my perspective, maybe at the same job type as well,
If
Yo,
you,
which is an integrated life thing again. But I don't know.
would you, if you could, would you pick a career for your partner? And when I say that, I mean as in,
What?
do you want a specific career for your partner though? Like we spoke about before, but
Nah.
you don't want a specific.
Nah, that being said, I'm not gonna rate like any girl that tells me they do this or that now. Like,
Well, that's because you got a girlfriend. But
yeah, but like, not that I'm
Is
trying
it-
to see them in any other way, but I kind of like, even as just as a mutual person, I don't respect them if they tell me there's something else. I'm not impressed
What
by
do you
it
mean?
no more. I'm only impressed by her.
that's I love that, but that's a bunch of BS. That's a flipping lie, and you know it. I'm only impressed. Don't flipping lie, bro. Don't lie.
Listen,
I'm a man
I know
at the
what
end
I'm
of the day.
doing.
I'm a man. Look,
I know what I'm doing. I think Wilson knows what I'm doing.
no, okay. If you mean it, I respect it. But you don't mean that, Shy. No, look. Big up.
Straight.
Big up is also big up the Wave Guide. You already know. Big up the Wave Guide, Wilson.
Mad.
Shout out the Wave Guide.
Mad.
But yeah, we want to do this more often. I want to bring in some more guests and talk about more things. So if you guys want to send in your questions, you can hit us
Why are you
up.
making it sound like we're done? Are we done?
I don't know. Are we done?
It was quite long, you know, but it's been over an hour.
It's
and
been
20
about
minutes.
an hour and a half. I mean, do you guys have anything else you want to talk about?
I was just actually enjoying that, but
I'm enjoying it too. I mean, guys, if you have
for
any...
that, you know, it's always good to leave on a high note.
Oh! Thank you for reminding me, my friend.
We need to leave on a high note, right?
Correct.
So let's not drag it on, because as I'm sure listeners might think we already have.
If you have, then I hate you.
I will find you.
Yo, but D is right. We need to leave on a high note. And that being said, I'm introducing a new thing
Okay.
to the podcast.
What's this?
This is called the Minute Motivation.
Hey.
What do I do at the Minute Motivation, you ask, Wilson?
Yeah.
I'll
what
tell
do
you,
do?
my friend.
Shout out to them entrepreneurs and hustlers.
You already know. This is what we're going to do. For the Minute Motivation, I'm literally... It's as simple as... Can you unlock your phone for me, please?
¿Por qué?
I'm going to... Just so I can go on my Instagram. I'm going to do a minute worth of motivating or inspirational talks. Just to, like, you know...
I appreciate that.
You know, like, I'm not... Look, I'm not the man... I'm not the flipping king of the world, right? But like I said, I've been through some
But you're
stuff.
taking the steps
Yo,
to get
I always thought
Yeah,
about this,
and-
yeah. Did Ty Lopez actually have something before he was a motivator, or is he just a motivator now? That's the only thing that ever makes me question him.
there. No, I think he's had a lot before. There's some things and some people that he knows.
He was
or
just
has
always a
brought-
hustler.
that he's brought on that it wouldn't make any sense unless he had like a lot of money before.
Because I know a lot of people
It
try to
wouldn't.
make money off just motivating people.
Yeah,
Oh,
but no,
they
it's
do.
like
I
the
know
stuff
people who do it
online.
I know people who do it for a living.
Like, I got a pop-up recently. I hate pop-ups. And I was like, let me help you and show you how you can make this
Oh no, that's
in
not
7
motivation. That's not motivation. That's
minutes.
called a scam.
Yeah,
bro.
that's how most motivational speakers
No,
make their money. But
That's
him,
called a
I'm
scam.
not sure because it's like he's showed so much stuff. Even if you're renting it, there's a certain level of money that is needed to do
Keep it
certain
up.
things. Yeah,
hell yeah.
So it's
Mm,
like
mm.
he's just come out of nowhere and spent
He's
like
been consistent.
hundreds of thousands on ads.
Consistency is key.
That could be motivating, but that's not part of the motivational minute. So let's get into this.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna try and inspire because I've been through stuff. I can give you guys
Talk
some
that
inspiration.
talk.
You
Talk
already
that
know.
talk.
I can give some inspiration, some motivation that's helped me in my life, and hopefully it can help you guys.
Let's
This
get-
coming from a guy that is wearing some Smurf hat.
That's fine. Still take
he
your
has the
girl.
confidence to do it.
You get me? I'm not like that. You get me, ladies? You already know.
Looking for a teacher, yeah.
All right, so the minute motivation. Let's go. the thing that I want to say. You can't change the people around you, but you can change the people around you. And what that means is you can't change their mindset. You can't change who they are as a person, but you can change who you hang around with. You know, a lot of people, they might not agree. No, you have to agree. A lot of people can bring someone down. Like, for example, the people who you hang around with, they can drag you down. They can put you in a negative space. They can make you just a different person. Not for the best, not for the better. You get me? So change your surroundings if you feel necessary.
Manage your time better.
Manage your time better. If you want to be a designer, if you want to be a footballer, do it. Don't let anyone stop you. Don't let your friends around you drag you down if they're doing if they're doing drugs, if they're doing alcohol, whatever it is. You don't have to feel obligated to do that just because the people around you are doing it. You know?
If you're a virgin and you're 24, go for it.
Like, yeah.
Like, if that's what you want to keep going for it.
Do what you want to do, man. I swear to you, I've been in positions before where there's been a person who's dragged me down. I've had to let go of that person. As much as I cared for that person, I knew for the best for me and that person, I'd have to part ways. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes that's necessary to do, guys. So I say go for it. If you feel like it's necessary.
Don't let no one get in the way of you.
Never. So
and I think that's what I sorry, I'm eating. That's what I misunderstood by backstabbing.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, yeah, so it's sacrifice, but yeah.
Exactly.
But no, it's whatever you
Yeah. So, yeah, if you guys feel like you need to do that, if you feel like it's necessary in your life to let someone go, do it and it'll benefit you. If you feel like it will, anyway, just do it and live your life, man.
Worst case scenario, you always had yourself.
That's it. That sounds a bit deep, but that's real.
There's 24 hours in a day. You can spend 8 hours sleeping, and you can spend, 12, 14 hours just working, and then you can leave a few hours to enjoy. Choose, or if that's just my thing.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But yeah, just choose how.
Choose wisely, right?
Yeah, choose how you want to spend each hour, each
Don't
minute.
forget to eat.
And it's not. And when we say cut out people, it's not like you have to send them a letter of complaint and say, you're an awful friend. Don't even speak to me.
Don't
You
send
just
your
gotta focus your time.
Yeah, it's just that you need to just shift your time in other places. So this can be, instead of just going and sitting and doing nothing for like several hours, several days a week, then it's like, you're gonna pick up a book or spend your time listening to podcasts. #DNTTRND.
Ooh, my guy, huh?
Or go to a library or work on a project with someone who shares your vision.
That's it.
Or find a job or just learn or just do something productive. It's like you don't have to completely cut people off, but you can change the amount of time you spend with them.
That's
and
another
how much
thing,
time
exactly.
you spend on.
Your true friends will go out of their way to support you.
Facts.
It's as simple
100%.
as that. They will respect what you're doing, and no matter what, they will respect, like, the fact that you put your time aside to do it, and they'll be impressed and proud of you. They won't hold you back.
Yeah, exactly. So if you feel like someone's not right in your life, let them go, bro. Let them go. But that has been the Trend Talks podcast, guys. Don't forget to check us out on dnttrnd.com. Trend, you already know we're trending all over the world, guys. Do you know what I mean? Huh?
Hey.
Don't trend.
Don't trend. You already know what it is. Yo, this has been Santino London
Deray.
You already know. And big
This
up
is
to
Wilson.
Wilson. That's the guy
Hey.
right there, man. He's doing bits. So check him out.
Thank you
all
for coming
over.
on the show today.
No, thank you for having me.
It's
This
all
was
love,
fun.
man. Thank you,
This
man.
was very fun.
Hopefully we can get you in for another episode as well, maybe.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, people are gonna love this.
Hit me up.
But yeah,
We got stuff coming soon with you anyway.
Maybe.
you already know, guys. Yo, big up. You already know.
Put you on the spot.
No, for real, definitely. Stay
Yo,
tuned.
we out. We out. We out.
Yeah.
Peace.